Welcome into the Dallas Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey here with a From Home Hard Knocks Episode 2 reaction for you guys. Some what we learned, some winners and some losers as well. Maybe not the most insight I think many of us would have preferred to get on this one, but we'll break down some stuff for you guys. Even though there's no graphics, we'll try to have some fun with it in the process. First up for me was the whole Dak Prescott montage. Like, come on, it's the franchise quarterback. Got to talk about him, right? I think it's very clear, as we've mentioned before, and I think Hard Knocks kind of showed some more insight into that. The Cowboys are the ones holding Dak back. They are the ones trying to limit him in every capacity. I think if it was up to Dak, he'd be out there throwing the entire time, which is kind of how the latissimus strain started in the first place. He wants to be out there. The Cowboys kind of have to be the preventative measure to prevent Dak from being his own worst enemy. I will say this, though. I loved seeing Dak Prescott and kind of getting some insight into it and some more explanation into the how and the why of the mental reps side of it. I know that's kind of a popular phrase to throw out there, but I think it was good to see the mental reps in terms of the pre and post-snap stuff, which Dak is very, very good at, by the way. There wasn't as much Micah Parsons as I thought we were going to get tonight. Also, didn't we miss the rookie talent show? This is a side here as I get off track. I thought for sure we are going to get to see some Boss Man Fat, raps. I am disappointed by that. Instead, we saw some Terrell Basham raps, and more on him in a minute. Back to Parsons. Hard Knocks likes him. The Hard Knocks and the Cowboys could have paired Zeke Elliott and Micah Parsons as roommates out in Oxnard, and they could have done the entire episode on just those two because the camera loves them. Much like Dak, the Cowboys are finding a way to keep Parsons' reps down. He wants to be out there. His family wants him out there. He's simply too important to the defense to be out there for a significant number of preseason snaps. We got to see some, emphasis on the some, of the Cowboys-Rams joint practice, which frankly, I was disappointed by. We didn't really get a lot. There were some slow-motion montages that I didn't find that appealing. They had the Connor Williams-Aaron Donald fight, which Connor Williams won, by the way. Bounces out the bad snaps at center, but we didn't get a good angle of it. We kind of saw the side angle, it kind of went out of frame for a minute. I was a bit disappointed by that. I get maybe the NFL doesn't want to showcase too many fights, and I get it from that perspective, but I would have liked to have seen more of the fights, the Connor Williams-Aaron Donald brawl, and frankly a little bit more as well of the Cowboys-Rams scrimmage. That was a bit of a disappointment to me in the end. So what I want you guys to do right now, even though there's no graphics on screen here, so just listen with your earballs, rate the episode for me on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being you thought it was terrible, you were bored out of your mind. 10 being you thought it was the best thing ever. I don't know, if I'm being honest, like maybe a 4. It hasn't been that appealing. There were some interesting focuses on this one, which we'll get to more in depth. 4 is too low. We'll give it a 6. It's the Cowboys after all, but hasn't been the best episode so far. But this question is going to be the pinned comment on today's video. So if you get the ad break here on YouTube, scroll on down, let me know. Rate episode 2 on a scale of 1 to 10. Let's also talk now about Terrell Basham, who was injured on special teams. That sucks for the Cowboys and for him. Hopefully he's back soon. I will say this: I liked his accent, the little flair there with the defensive line coach, Odd and Dirty, was fun. It was a nice little touch. It had some humor. I liked that part. Not the best impromptu Raptor. Again, I am disappointed to not really have any boss man fat yet, and I want to see that because it's fun. He's good at it, especially compared to NFL players, so hopefully get more of that in the near future. Weird but interesting, and entertaining, I should say, was the attention that was paid to 2 players who probably aren't going to make the roster for the Cowboys. That's Azur Kamara and Ben Dinucci. Now, Kamara's got the incredible story, and I get why going back home to Arizona, or at least home to Arizona, they paid attention to him, fleeing the Ivory Coast, doing it all for his mom. His family got to see him play. That was really cool. So I appreciate Hard Knocks showing the human side of the NFL. They did it with DeMarcus Lawrence, too. More on him in a minute. It's just, they also didn't make him look the greatest. Like, he kind of redeemed himself. There's like a little Azur Kamara'S arc. You got the introduction of him, being the fleeing the war-torn country of the Ivory Coast and coming to America and all that, and getting to play in the NFL, and that's awesome. And then not having great practices, kind of entering that struggle, getting chewed out because he hit Ben Dinucci, and the coaches did not like that. They cussed him out, got chewed out, and they probably maybe cut out some of the stuff that might have been said behind the scenes there a little bit. And then he redeems himself with the strip sack that was overturned because the refs suck. That was a fun little arc for Azur Kamara. But do we want to pay so much attention to a player who isn't probably going to make the roster? I love the story. I'm fine with it. I would like to see a little bit more going forward, at least, of the players who are going to make a much bigger impact on this team. I think the same is true, unfortunately, of the Nooch, Ben Dinucci. We meme him, we love him in an ironic sense. If you only watched Hard Knocks, it would seem like the Nooch is a better player than what he actually is. They made it very positive, all that, the comeback, etc., glancing over some of the bad plays that we've seen continuously. So I'm a little surprised how much got paid to Ben Dinucci. Maybe Garrett Gilbert's not appealing. I would rather see more about the backup quarterback who's going to be on this team. That's just me, though, and maybe I'm crazy. If you disagree, feel free to let me know in the comments. It is at least somewhat entertaining in the end. Now, as you know, it is a little bit different look here for you guys today, but we had a busy day at the office and a lot of stuff going on. We're working on a new graphics package, some new appearances on the Cowboys Report. So I did it just from my house, doing it at home for you guys, but I wanted to get a little Hard Knocks Episode 2 reaction. If you like what we do here at the Cowboys Report, if you want more videos every single day, mind you, sometimes twice like you guys got today, and maybe we get 2 tomorrow if, the kicker ends up signing, hit that big red button and subscribe. That way you don't miss out on anything here on America's Team. Videos coming out every single day. So if you haven't already, subscribe right now. All right, some winners. I want to rapidly go through some winners and losers here. I've got 3 of each in the end. First up, CeeDee Lamb. I really wish we could have had more of the Michael Irvin hype stuff. I would have loved to have fun. Would have had him for a sit-down interview with Jared Jones. That would have been awesome. Instead, it was the Zoom call in the end. But I love to see it. I like the montage of CeeDee Lamb. Not a ton of information on him in terms of the focus. I think we'll get more and more as we move forward. But get on the hype train. The CeeDee Lamb breakout second-year leap is here. Also, super cute how much he loved his dogs. I know my wife liked that one as well. DeMarcus Lawrence, next up here, portrayed as a good leader by the Cowboys or by Hard Knocks. I think that's fair. I liked, again, seeing some of the personal side for him, his family. I know that's been a big deal for him overall. I am very curious to see how much more of Tank Lawrence we get. I kind of wonder if that's it going forward. All right, Dorance Armstrong next up here. And this was obviously a winner from the game itself. Like, he played really well in this one. And with Terrell Basham a bit banged up, I think that's a benefit for Dorance Armstrong moving forward. So we'll see how much of an impact he actually makes on the season. I would like to be wrong from my comments from last year. Make no mistake about it. All right, now get your votes in for me as to who impressed you the most on Hard Knocks Episode 2. Maybe Azur Kamara'S is a good answer for that one, but let me know what you guys think in the comments section. All right, some losers, and we'll go a little bit lighthearted here for these because it's not that serious. First up, Micah Parsons lost to the Nooch and Chess. Big time L on that one. And if you're Micah, by the way, I know it was a self-inflicted wound. You can't be saying you're not good at all to the guy that just beat you. You got to take the L, man. I'm sorry. Zeke Elliott. Twofold. Number one, my man, just share your seeds. It's cool. Get your hog mollies up front, your offensive linemen. Let them share some too. But he was a goofball on that one. The opening scene, whatever you want to call it there. Him and in his own words, dry gooch. My man, it is 2021. I can hook you up with some Manscaped products so you don't have to be using baby powder out there so you're not getting all dry and scratchy. Now, look, Zeke's a goofball. It's all in good fun, but it's 2021, my man. You don't have to be using baby powder to make yourself feel fresh down there. All right, finally, the Cowboys' preseason result was a loss in the end. Dallas should have won that game. Make no mistake. That was a bit of an unfortunate break for Dallas. Kamara got the sack, the strip sack. The Cardinals had a false start. And then Kamara clearly got held and ended up the refs didn't call it. So to wrap up today's video, everyone have some fun. Type in F the refs right now for me in the comments section.